Hello, hello.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hello, babes.
Hello, people.
How are you doing? How was your week?
How is August so far? Hope you are enjoying August. August is obviously the best month.
Sweetest month
Yes,
ever.
ever. In the whole 12 months, August
Yeah,
is
August
definitely
is
the best.
sure, true,
Hope you are
true.
enjoying it.
Mm.
So, today we want to talk about, I don't know how we'll cap it, but just listen and I think you get the idea, you understand what you are trying
Time
to
to
talk
talk
about.
about, yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is just something that keeps reoccurring. Like we've noticed it. It's like from generation to generation.
Yeah.
A lot is like a family issue, a family problem, a family challenge that a lot of people did not really grow up in the kind of family they wish they had, and they keep complaining about it, and then they keep blaming their parents for the kind of life they
Yeah,
live. Some people are even married, and when their parents that have gone through that phase are trying to correct them and call them to order and are like, we've gone through this phase, you cannot continue like this, it's definitely going to affect you. Of course, we're able to handle ours because of the way
it
it
was
was
then,
during
things
our
were
time.
then.
But
Things
now
have
things
changed
have
now.
changed. We are in 21st century, so there are some things our parents got away with that we cannot get away with it. And when they are trying to like, okay, this phase is something I've gone through, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and you as the child
All you want to do is just to like blame
blame
them
them for your
for your.
misfortune,
The truth
your
is,
bad character, your
uh
bad habits. They are
there's
now
there's
putting it
there's a Yoruba adage that
on your
says
parents.
tábà bí ọmọ
Ó
ọmọ
máa ń
á
tún
tún
rẹ̀
rẹ̀ bí
bí.
ni.
Yeah,
Last life is life of individual.
individual.
Last you have yourself to blame. So that very thing that you are complaining about your parents, okay,
Your
this is
children.
what. Yes, I saw one tweet on Twitter. Somebody tweeted that his dad comes around, that he came around I think last week or so, and that he was happy to see his dad, and he was like, is it like that every time he sees his dad he's always happy? And he asked that, is it like that with everyone? And somebody said, okay, I that it's not like that with him, but he is trying his best so that his own children will be happy to see him. So I don't know, last is life of individual. I don't think the complaining will solve anything, because these things has been happening from
Generation
generations.
to generation.
If you
Your
if
children are growing
yes,
up to see you
you complain
behave in that
same
same
manner.
manner. And
If
so,
you try to ask your father will say that was how
how
his
my
father
father
was.
was,
Then you
you
ask the
again,
grandfather will say that was his own.
generational
So it's a
something.
generational something, and things have really changed. We are no more in that century where this thing you don't, you just, I don't know. I think at this point, I keep saying it, those things you are complaining about your parents is the same thing you are doing and you are not even paying attention.
Attention to, and your children are seeing you.
Yes,
Some
yes,
people are married already, they have
yes.
children, you think your children are small, they're actually seeing you. Like I always say, your bad parents are the example of the kind of parents
You
you
should
should never
yes,
become, and then your good parents are the example of parents you should be better than.
yes.
So you don't have to continue in the, like, even
Line,
if your
that same
parents are
line.
good and okay, there are some
You
things
can
that are
still
not just okay with this century.
yeah, and even if they are good, even if they are good, you can still do
Surpass
better.
them. Yeah,
You
you
can
can
still do
surpass
better.
them. Yeah, so that's why it's and then the kind of partner you even end
Yes.
up with. So if you're like, maybe your family, maybe your mom ended up with somebody that you feel you are not even proud to call such a person your dad, I don't think
Is good enough
it's
for
good
you
enough for you to
to
marry
marry such.
somebody.
Yes,
Like,
even in that tweet I saw one girl saying, oh, that she really loves her father, that she prays to have a husband like her father. And
it's
I was
not
like,
everybody
how
that
many ladies, how
can pray
many
that kind
girls
of
can say
prayer.
that?
That's why I say a lot of people try to say, I want to marry this, I want to marry that. It's actually from where they are coming from,
From
the kind of home they came out from. Like I met somebody some time ago at a wedding, and this person was like, he was telling me about how the person he was supposed to get married to, how she relocated to the UK, and he now felt she was no longer in his clique, though he liked her and she liked it. She said 17 years later they had the conversation. She's married already and he's married already, so they reconnected 17 years later, and they were talking about how they would have gotten married to each other and how they regretted not getting married to each other because their current homes is like hell for them. Like the man was literally saying he hopes that he has been praying for God to kill his wife. Can you imagine that? That he lost his job actually, but once he gets back on his feet, that he doesn't just want to file for a divorce, that he wants God to kill his wife because he doesn't want her to raise his girls. He has 2 girls, so he doesn't want the wife to raise. And there's no way if they go to court and they divorce and they get divorced, definitely she's a woman. The court might grant her possessions of the children because she's a woman and she'll be able to take care of them better. But he is saying he doesn't want it. He doesn't want such a woman to raise his children.
And if you go down the lane, like you check back, like go to check her history, you see that maybe her mom is that kind of person too.
And she did not.
And I don't know. You see people complaining about. I don't know if you are. They'll be complaining that this person is doing this. My daddy did this. My mommy did. Like are you are doing the same thing?
And your children are also watching.
Even if you don't have children for now, maybe you should. It's something you have to
reevaluate yourself. Evaluate and reevaluate yourself.
And see, okay, what is this things? These are the things in my parents that I don't really like.
There's this book, I think, Things I Wish I Knew Before I Got Married, something like that. There's like a workbook. It's a very good book for couples, I think, intending couples. There are things, it's just like, okay, my mom was this, your mom was this. Okay, do you want to continue with this? You write it down. Okay, this is what my parents do that I don't like, and I don't want to be this person.
Yeah.
It's like a workbook.
So when you are even in a relationship, and you start seeing the traces of the things in your daddy that is in your you is either you tell him, guy, I cannot cope with this, or you just let it go, because a lot of people don't want to get married because now like 70% of marriages nowadays are something else. You hardly see people saying they are enjoying their marriages. So what is the essence of even getting married? If
of course nobody can make you happy. The first thing is making yourself happy.
But then
if you now get engaged with
someone that is
somebody that will now be bringing
and more pains, and
it's not even worth it at the end of the day.
So I don't know, as human beings we need to check with ourselves, like you yourself, you check, okay, these are the things, what are these things that I don't really like about my parents. Most people do complain, but they are not changing.
Yes.
You are not a bastard. So you have
you hear some people say they don't want their children to be like them. And I'll be like, who is getting married to this one that is saying he doesn't want his child to be like him? So who does he expect the child to be?
People are judges. So the truth is, these things are things we need to. Most people don't know. You just be saying, I don't like this, but you are doing
that same pattern already
unknowingly. So I don't know if it's making sense to you guys, and what you think about it. Yes.
Like the other day I was talking to somebody and he was like, that his parents are separated, this and that. So me, I was now like, different folks for different strokes. That your parents are separated doesn't make you less of a woman. Doesn't mean people who their parents are together are better than you. And we were just talking, and he now told me that he has a child and he's not willing to marry the wife.
Problems.
That's why I just kept quiet, because he's already, unknowingly to him, he's already
following the footsteps in father again.
And he's not even
he's not conscious.
He's not conscious, and he's not even seeing it as a bad thing. So I just knew that, okay, this one is only God that can.
So as individuals, I'll just advise we try to check ourselves. Check what those things that you are complaining about
in your home with your
that
parents.
You don't like. Make sure it's not repeating itself in your own life because of your own children. So I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but that's how we feel this afternoon too, and we decided to throw it out
for you guys to hear your opinions. So please
kindly want to hear your opinions about it. Please comment, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Enjoy your week.